Now we're helping out a Mamulsha, tribe. Sweet. Yeah, and after that we've got one left. Who's this person? Oh, yep. Yeah, I thought they might have been Vieira, just based on the name. Ellen Ishbia, obviously being very similar to that. Alright. Rahulja. Or Rahulja? To steal a steel hog. Rahulja's eyes are full of expectation. Or is it dust? Okay, that's an interesting start to the fucking writing. Hey man, this was the person that, like, was introducing us to all of the role quests, and then he was like, oh yeah, I guess I do have my problems too. Greetings. So, you have decided to aid my people in retrieving our treasure, yes? They will be glad to know my long and arduous journey from our homeland in the distant south of Yoktaral was not in vain. As for the treasure we would have you recover, it contains the undying essence of an armadillo Tural Vidral. These steel hogs, as we call them, rely on their tough hides to protect themselves from predators. The legends speak of one that lived to an extraordinary age, and perhaps due to its natural suit of armor, and came to be known as the Lord of the Forest. At the end of its long life, our ancestors enshrined the Vidral's soul within the steel hog vessel. For generations since, the divine blessings it bestows have been a great boon to my people. Those under its protection need not fear wild beasts, for Fang and Claw cannot harm them. This allows us to hunt in the forest without risking our lives. This treasure, so crucial to our people, was stolen by a tall, slender merchant, or rather a man posing as one. He came bearing exotic wares from foreign lands and served alcohol freely, toasting often to new friendships. My people became caught up in celebration, and in the morning the merchant was gone, along with the steel hog vessel. Without it, we cannot bestow its blessing of fresh upon our hunters. The effect wanes over time, and one by one we are losing our protection against the savage predators that stalk our lands. As I and my granddaughter, Sitolja, still possess the treasure's blessings, we have been tasked with locating the steel hog vessel and returning it to the village. The trail led us here to Tuliola, where we believe the perpetrator boarded a ship and made good his escape. The journey here has already pushed this decrepit body of mine beyond its natural limits. The lengthy voyage by sea would likely be my end. Although I urge Sitolja not to make the crossing alone, she was determined to give chase. Given that you hail from across the ocean, your knowledge of these lands will prove invaluable to her. Not only that, but our quarry may use the Steel Hog vessel to his own ends. Only a skilled warrior can stand against such a foe, and Sitolja is no warrior. Have your treasure in 2 stakes of an armadillo's tail. Looks like refusal is an option. Fine, I'll help. Jesus. You got it. Ah, I am truly grateful. My granddaughter's first port of call is a place called Alamigo. You see, as the thief took all of his wares with him, the only clue left behind was an empty bottle of whatever grog he was serving. After asking the sailors here, it seems it was produced in Alamigo. With no other leads, Sitolja set forth. Once you arrive, she should not be difficult to find. These days, only a handful of Mamulsha attempt the journey, most of them brutish mercenaries. Sitolja is a far daintier creature, and is sure to have made a favorable impression on the locals. May the Steel Hog watch over you. Sitolja has traveled to Alamigo. Perhaps you should begin your search by asking around at Ralga's Reach. Huh. That actually had a little bit of, essentially, internal dialogue from the Warrior of Light. Okay. So, someone who's impervious to damage, huh? So basically you need to really, like, not overpower them as such, but, like, outwit them, outplay them. Yes, I met the Mamulja girl you're after. She was looking for a tall, thin man. Some sort of thief, apparently. Sounded a bit like the leader of a gang of bandits that lurks around Verdyala. Verdyala. So I told her as much. Chances are that's where she headed. I hope she stays out of trouble. Damn, got in the first one. A Mamulja, you say? As it happens, she came over while I was cleaning the cannons. She showed me an empty Arak bottle and said she was looking for the bloke it belonged to. Thing is, that brand's found all over El Amigo, so I wasn't able to help narrow down a search. Oh, that was a woman. Sorry. You have a deep voice now. Congratulations. Yes, I saw him on my patrols, but he carried an enormous axe. Not at all like the person you describe. Oh. Okay. I should come back to Rauga's Reach for the, graphics. Oh yeah, we got the fog rolling in. Oh. Waylaid Merchant. Ouch! Here, let me apply some of this ointment. It's a common remedy where... Oh my god. It's a common remedy where I come from. Hi, Chocobo. Hi. Oh, are you here to lend a hand? This poor soul was attacked by a highwayman, and I could use help tending to his wounds. Oh, don't worry about me. It's my escort who's in trouble. He's in pursuit of the thieves, and I fear he's bitten off more than he can chew. Please, will you aid him? Where? You thieving bastards! What? But how? Behold! Ah! Nothing like a bit of divine intervention to tip the scales in my favor. With this artifact in my hands, I am invincible. Oh, bloody hells, is that the Warrior of Light? Another one, eh? Oh, not that it matters. Kakulja, it's time you earned your coin. Lazy bastard. I appreciate the assistance, but he wasn't joking about divine intervention. Some strange force pushed me back. Pushed me away. Can't even get near them. Well, he could only put it on one person. Attack him. The Steelhog vessel. Return it at once, and the stolen goods. You followed me all the way here for your from your backwater village. Alas, your journey has been for naught. The vessel is mine. I shall to fight. I don't know what F-I-T-E. I don't know how that would be pronounced. I feel like there's a thing to that, like Louisoir or something like that, but yeah. I shall to fight will make better use of the artifact than you and your ilk ever could. By the might bestowed upon me, I will become savior to the oppressed and destitute. In light of my grand ambitions, the vessel's power should be would be wasted on the likes of you. If you cannot hunt without it, might I suggest a change of diet? I hear the acorns are delicious at this time of year. What the actual fuck, man? Damn it all. I was so close. But now is not the time for regrets. These two are in need of a healer. I'll see them safely to Ralga's reach. Would you mind meeting us there? Once their injuries have been treated, we better tell the Resistance soldiers what happened. Oh, I thought it was going to teleport us there. Well, I guess she said, can you meet us there, so, yeah. Well, this guy's a fucking bastard. Like, through and through, goddamn. Bastard, man. Thought I could handle whatever ruffians the desert might throw at us. Some escort I turned out to be. Losing all that stock is a bitter pill to swallow, but we're lucky that they didn't take our lives as well. It's like, yes, I'm gonna use all of this for my benefit. Well, sorry, I'm gonna be a savior to the destitute. Anyway, give me all your goods. Like, what the fuck? What an asshole. Contradictory at that. Well, I'm glad we made it to safety without any more trouble. Those bandits wouldn't dare step foot in this place. Ah, how rude of me. I never asked your name. Or how you chanced across us, for that matter. You came all the way from Tuliolal at my grandfather's behest? Oh, I can't tell you how grateful I am. As for the highwaymen, they possess the Steelhog vessel, a treasure from my village. Not only does it grant protection from harm, it also produces a potent blast when the barrier is dispelled. As long as our enemies have the vessel, attacks at close quarters will be extremely risky. Although, as we say in my village, cracks form even in the mightiest of shields. Knowing this, we are careful not to rely too heavily on its power. But now that the Steelhog vessel has been stolen, the selfsame power is being turned against innocent people such as yourselves. I only hope you can forgive me for allowing this to happen. Well, there's nothing to forgive. If anything, we should thank you for coming to our aid. That Sholto fight and his lackeys have a lot to answer for. Indeed. We'll give the Resistance our testimonies, and with any luck, the information will go some way to clapping those bandits in irons. I'll go with you. The soldiers here need to be warned about the vessel. No, leave that to us. We'll relay what you've told us, word for word. After all, you need to move quickly to have any chance of getting your artifact back. When you catch those robbers, give them one from me. How about you, Aldine? I hope I can count on you to be there for whatever else comes next. Of course. That's why I'm here. Haha, I knew it. I sense you're eager to get started, but I need time to plan our next move. Bandits aren't known for being found easily. I was surprised to see a fellow Mamulja among them. Can't imagine why that Kakulja would work for Sholtifight. Choltifight, of all people. Yes. Much to ponder. Though hers is not the easiest face to read, Sitolja's expression suggests she has vital information to share. Aldine, I heard something that might help us. One of the soldiers has been contending with the same bandits who stole the vessel. I'll go and find him. Give me a moment, would you? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh. When she told me she'd been sent an assistant, I never would have guessed it'd be the savior of Alamigo himself. You're something of a local celebrity, I take it? Yeah, you could say that. I'd love to hear more about that, but for now, let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Right. Yes, quite. The bandits you've been chasing, the bandits you've been chasing are behind a spate of recent incidents in Alamigo. What's more, it appears that Sholtifight is part of a larger network known as the Passage of the Unbound, which is spreading its mayhem far and wide. In particular, they've been carrying out raids on trade caravans heading here from Gridania. We've increased patrols along that route, but the bastards strike so quickly that they've usually made good their escape by the time aid arrives. On the rare occasion we've caught them in the act, they use some kind of device or magic object to deflect our arrows and send us sprawling. That's the Steelhog vessel. It was stolen from my village, you see. I'm sorry for all the trouble it's caused. The one who took it, Sholtifight, said something about using its power to help the oppressed and destitute. What do you think he meant by that? Yeah, woo, Alamigo. Well, that sounds familiar. The reports say the thieves were shouting something along those lines during the other raids. They claim the merchants are overworking and underpaying their labourers and therefore deserve to be targeted. I don't see how stealing a bunch of goods helps the workers, and there's not a shred of evidence that anyone is being exploited. You ask me, they're just in it for the money. In any case, their reasons won't matter a jot once they're behind bars. But for that, we'll have to catch them first. The most recent incident occurred near Porta Praetoria, one of the waypoints on the road to the palace. If you want to know more, you best hear it straight from the commander there. Anyway, I'll send word ahead to let her know you're coming. Assuming you are, that is. Her? Expectant look? Yes, of course. Much appreciated. Sounds like a promising lead. Soldiers here were good enough to explain the lie of the land around here, so I shouldn't have any trouble making the journey by myself. I'll see you there. Wait, is my wife over there? That's what I'm thinking, Charles. Like, it could be someone completely random, but, like, the only person that stands out to me is possibly, like, oh, that person. Yes, of course. Would be, Nago. Charles, I don't know. I don't know. It is not Nago. It is not. I think I found the right person, though it's difficult to tell who's who with those matching uniforms. I hate it here. Okay, Charles, like, I said, oh yeah, maybe, it's possible it's her, and you jumped the gun. Like, I'm sorry. Good, you're both here. My colleague at the Reach has told me everything. I can confirm that we've had several sightings of Schulterfight and his gang in recent days. They've been taken to ambushing our patrols, stuck in custom delivery hell. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess she would be, huh? I mean, there's no reason she couldn't show up, but at the same time, they... Like, none of the other quests have, had... No, well, actually, no, that's not true. In the healer quest line, we saw a bunch of people from the, Band of Heroes? Is that the name of it? Like, we talked to Brayflox and, the leader. Company of Champions, that's the one, I think. So they're not outside of Company of Heroes, thank you. Fucking words, goddamn. I shouldn't have picked such a generic name. Yeah, and in the first quest there was no one. Sorry, in the caster quest there was no one of note. In the healer quest there was the Company of Heroes. In the tank quests there was Redfall and Handelo, both of which are like MSQ NPCs, but like not, you know, for front and center kind of characters. And the Vanu. Oh yeah, the Vanu Chief as well. Yeah. So yeah, like it's not out of the question, but like yeah, I imagine if this escalates, there's maybe a chance, but I would miss my wife Tails. Yeah, real. Whereas most brigands would flee from armed and armored soldiers, this lot seems to take pleasure in goading us into attacking. The treasure they carry makes them invulnerable. It can emit a devastating blast, but that's only effective at short range. Schulterfight wants to draw your soldiers into close quarters, because there they stand no chance. They stand no chance. Oh, well, that explains their uncommon boldness. Thank you. This information will go far in helping us contend with the bandits. Sorry to interrupt. Oh. Hi. Bullshit. Bullshit, that's him. Who might you be? Bullshit, it's him. It's fucking him. He's got the purple hair. Oh, simple paddlers, my lady. I myself am of Gridanian stock, and after learning my craft in the markets of Uldar, I now deliver all manner of finery to eager patrons throughout Eorzea. Although I do like this. I like this a lot because this is like... This is being a lot more bold with its kind of storytelling in that. But enough about that. I hope you'll forgive me, but I couldn't help overhearing you mention a gang of highwaymen. We've heard similar tales from other traders passing through, and it seems some stretches of road are more dangerous than others. In fact, the bandits are most often seen at a specific location not far from here. If you like, we can take you there ourselves. Please, by all means. Wait. Aldine can take care of himself, but I can't allow any more civilians than necessary into an area believed to be teeming with bandits. It seems I've no choice but to ask you to go without me. Sorry, but if those highwaymen did turn up, I wouldn't be much good in a fight. Yeah, true. While you head off to investigate, I'll see if there's any more information to be had here. Alright. Sure. I'm about to make the same mistake as Wooklamat. Then it's settled. I shall leave our newfound friend in your capable hands. What? Oh, if you say so. I suppose we should be on our way then. If we do run into those highwaymen, you'll protect us, right? Yeah, of course. Why has my man got such armed... Okay, good. Wait. One's headed your way now. You know what to do. What? Unacceptable. Either you do this without my help, or I'll find someone who can. Show some backbone for once. I was gonna say, the warrior, like, kind of stood there, like, arms folded, like, huh. But, also, sorry, this is a weird comment, but, like, fucking bony-ass Ellison with actual muscle definition, yet I can't give I can't give Ray any sort of definition at all. Fucking travesty. I was designing a Midlander. Midlander? I think it was a Midlander. In the character creator, and I noticed you could actually, change muscle definition, and god, I wish you could do that with everyone. Oh, no, I wanted to talk to... Fuck. We're almost there. It's just on the other side of this gully. Actually, if it's all the same to you, we'll wait here while you go on ahead. This is already more than, close enough for my liking. Ah! Did you hear that? Oh, false balls. Must have been my imagination. Let's not dally here too long, eh? We'll, keep watch here. If we see anything suspicious, we'll be sure to scream. Alright. Ah, dance partners. Welcome. Dead. Please stop, no more bones to break. Lamau. Oh, 1 second. Yippee. I do a little jig, I do a little dance. I got him. You beat them? All of them? How very fortunate. Well then, I'd best contact the boss. I'm sure he'll want to know all about this. No doubt he's still talking to your friend and the commander. They'll be glad to hear you've come to no harm. Of course. You never guess what, boss? You trounced a lot of them. Ah, yes. Understood. Not quite sure why, but he said they'll be here in a jiffy. Okay. Ugh. Is it true? You beat them all single-handedly? I sure did. There was only 3 of them, and I didn't see the guy with the invulnerability thing. Gods be good. I'm glad you're on our side. Well, anyway, I'll take it from here. My, very impressive. And how jolly convenient for those villains to appear exactly where we thought they would, too. But above all, I'm glad no one was hurt. Well, no one important, that is. I'm relieved to see that everyone's safe. Must have taken a lot of courage to bring Aldine here, knowing the danger that could be lurking around every corner. Are you sure you're alright? You're putting on a brave face for our benefit. There's no need, I assure you. You're good at reading people. No, we're fine. Couldn't be better. Well then, I'd say that's enough excitement for one day. We'd best continue on our way to the Alamegan Quarter. Where's the sell, deals broker, that sort of thing. I dare say it'll be some time before any ne'er-do-wells have the gall to descend upon this neck of the desert. And as for you, my friends, I'll advise you not to stray too far from the beaten path. You know what's good for you. Ta-ta! Come on, we're leaving. There's nothing left for us to do here. Let's head back to Porta Pretoria. Oh, you know what? I forgot my fucking eye drops, I think. There we go. Where'd the cap go? There it is. Alright. I like how ballsy this guy is being, and given the fact that he essentially has invulnerability, yeah, no, that tracks. Well, that was all very strange. One minute they're helping us apprehend criminals, and the next they're racing off to peddle their wares elsewhere. Merchants certainly are a busy lot, aren't they? Not that I'm complaining, of course. With those suspects in custody, I'm sure the Resistance will be able to wring some valuable information from them. I expect all that ringing will take a while, though. It looks like we've been given an opportunity for a little rest. You've certainly earned it. Yippee. Take me to your leader. Seatolja is patiently waiting for the Resistance to finish interrogating the captured highwaymen. At a guess, I'd say the Resistance has been interrogating the captured highwaymen for long enough to get some answers from them. With any luck, we may even learn more about where we can find Scholl to fight. I'm sure the commander is as eager as we are to put a stop to his misdeeds. Let's go and see if she's unearthed any useful information. Ah, I was just about to send someone for you. Glad you could save me the bother. I have a favour to ask you both. I'm going to let the criminal walk free, and I want you to follow him. You see, our questioning has revealed that the bandits are indeed working with Scholl to fight. If we cut one of them loose, he might lead us straight to their den. But if the mission fails, and you're discovered, you may find yourself confronted with an untold number of outlaws. Of course, I considered sending my own men, but I suspect that by now the bandits know our faces. After Aldean's little display in the gully, I'm sure he alone can handle whatever trouble may come his way. I'll go with him. If this really does lead us to Scholl to fight, I need to be there when we find him. Very well, but if it comes to a fight, you stay behind Aldean, understood? I'll have the suspect brought over now, but remember what I said and stay out of sight until he leaves. Already, the structure of this is a bit more impressive than the other role quests. Like, the villain is, like, openly doing things right in front of you, and now it's probably going to lead to one of the tailing missions. Don't look at me like that! I said I'm sorry, didn't I? Aye, that you did. Several times. And as much as it galls me, there's no evidence to contradict your claim that you were acting in self-defense, nor is there tangible proof of any other wrongdoing. No choice but to let you go. You have somewhere to go, I presume. Well, suppose I could find workload caravans in Alighieri. Seems as good a place as any for making a quick, turning over a new leaf. In that case, I'll have you escorted there. But you best keep your nose clean, or we'll come down on you like a tons of bricks. Turn over a new leaf, my ass. He'll be back among his thieving mates before long, and you'll be right there behind him. For now, all we need to know is the location of their den. Do not attempt to approach the suspects. I'll send word ahead to Alighieri. Once you have the information we need, report it to the troops stationed there. This is the chance we've been waiting for. Let's go. Oh. Out there, right. I completely forget the names of places here. It's been so long since I've been here in game. There he is. So much for finding work in Alagiri. He's only just arrived and he's already leaving town. Now comes the tricky part. Keeping our eyes on him and his eyes off us. Stick close, but not too close. Follow the bandit. Yep. Wait, what did that say? Should you fail to try again by speaking to Cetolja. It's nice to have an NPC here to make it, like, a little bit, more approachable. Because you could probably follow Cetolja and it'll be fine, I imagine. What the fuck is he doing? Bro? Huh? Which way was it? Left, I think? What are we doing? Bro is walking around in a circle. What did she say? I didn't catch the dialogue she said just there. I'm so confused. What the fuck is bro doing? Those buildings abandoned? Yeah. Oh, gee, I wonder where I go. Bro is not thinking. Yippee. Those are the merchants we met at Port Pretoria. I'm gonna turn the master volume up a little bit. Oh, is that low? So, they just let you go out of the kindness of their hearts, is that it? Not only that, but you came crawling straight back here, leading whoever they sent to track you right to our doorstep. I swear it, no one followed me. The soldiers took me as far as Alagiri, and they then went back the way they came. I made sure they were specks in the distance before I set foot outside of the town. I suppose I've no choice but to take you at your word. Not that it's worth much. Well, now that this charade is at an end, let us change it to something a little less drab. We're going to go around the corner, get dressed, and then come back and talk to you. Stay right there. Yeah. Sure to fight. Why did you make us fight that bloke without the blessing? He could have killed a lot of us without breaking a sweat. A mere oversight, that is all. It pains me to admit it, even with the invulnerability granted by the artifact, the likes of us are never ever at the mercy of the truly powerful. I never expected that Mamulja wretch to hire a warrior of such caliber to retrieve the vessel. Pox on those interfering nincompoops. That is a word I've not heard in a long time. Oh god, I hope I was quick enough on that. But the Mamulja girl didn't seem a bad sort. Naive, maybe, but it's plain that her heart's in the right place. You truly are pathetic. Not only did you fail miserably, but now you're sympathizing with the enemy? Give me one good reason why I shouldn't rid myself of you permanently. What the fuck? No, please. We owe you everything to you, Sure to Fight. Without you, we were nothing. They were all in on this from the beginning. From Sholtified pulling the string, with Sholtified pulling the strings. This is how he treats his friends. Imagine what he'd do to his enemies. You couldn't stay away, could you? Shit. What? Imbecile! You let them write to us! Kakulja! Eliminate these vermin. Let me handle this, Aldine. What? You're from Tural, working here as a mercenary, yes? The ones who hired you stole the steel hog vessel from my village. We need its blessing to stand a chance against the beasts of the forest. I can't return home without the vessel. Either you return home empty-handed, or you won't be returning at all. I'd rather not harm a fellow Turali, so get out of here before I change my mind. I bought enough time by listening to your blathering. Don't let me catch you sniffing around our tails. Sholtified and his underlings are out of sight. I thought I could make that Kakulja see sense, but he was clearly in no mood to listen. I'd say our best option is to report to the resistance members in Alagiri and share what we've learned. Gotta say, so far, I'm kind of impressed with this one. It's doing good legwork. I just hope it continues to be good. Regardless of how things turned out, we appreciate your cooperation in the investigation. The information you provided has certainly given us a lot to consider. From what I hear, you almost came to blows with a Mamulja sellsword. Or cell axe, I suppose. Whether it didn't come to violence, especially given the power these bandits have at their disposal. Even so, thank you for braving such a dangerous mission.
No thanks are needed. We're just as much a part of this investigation as the Resistance. And I'm sure we can agree we'll need to work together to take down Schulterfight and his gang. Their performance at Porta Pretoria showed just how cunning they are.
It would seem so, yes. I'm told their little act was most conniving, or most convincing. I'll be sure to warn my comrades against any similar shenanigans. As for the two of you, be careful out there.
All things considered, I'd say that went fairly well. Schulterfight used the same trick as the time he came to my village, namely posing as a simple trader when he's in fact a dastardly thief. Still, not even the most skilled actor could fake the fear in his men's eyes. It appears that Schulterfight has complete control over them, and they are powerless to resist. The only one who doesn't seem afraid of him is Kakulja. He even let us go when he had no obligation to do so. I think that if we had the chance to talk, we might find some common ground.
Yes, I get that feeling too. Yeah, I would say so. I don't think that's wishful thinking.
I knew you would. Never been much of a fighter, but I make up for it in other ways. I'm a fairly good judge of character, for one. Most of my life, I've lived in a remote village deep in the forest. I had hardly any contact with the outside world, so the thought of talking to strangers was quite daunting at first. But over the course of my journey, I've traveled through all kinds of places. There's one thing I've learned, it's this. Wherever you go, people are people. In the end, our cultures and the places where we grew up don't make that big a difference. None of us are perfect, and we each have our faults. And even if it's harder to find in some than in others, I believe there is good in all of us. That's why I hope we have another chance to speak with the thieves and Kakulja. I'm certainly not strong enough to beat any sense into them, so I'll try talking some sense into them instead. Having said, well, all of that, I can't feel even a shred of goodness in that Schulterfight. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough, or perhaps violence is the only language he understands. Things might get a little rough before he's willing to listen. Anyway, we can save him for last. I'll try thinking of a way to reach out to the other members of the gang. Give me a little time, would you?
Okay. This is shaping up to be pretty good so far. I really hope they can stick the landing this time. But yeah, I'm gonna get up and take a quick break because we're on 96 now, which is the halfway point. 96, 98, 100. Yep. So yeah, I will be a minute, and when we come back, we'll finish this baby off. I'm back. Alright. I'm good to go. Sorry, I was just looking at something real quick. Alright. Sitolja. The milk of Mamulja kindness. Sitolja's plan is taking shape.
Alright, I have something resembling a plan. First, we'll need to track down the members of Schultefied's gang, then we'll try convincing them to leave. Considering how terrified most of them were, I'm sure they're eager to free themselves of Schultefied in his outbursts. With fewer followers, he'll pose less of a threat to the people of Alamigo, and will stand a better chance of taking back the Sealhog vessel. Of course, we now know Kakulja and some of the other members by sight, so it shouldn't take too long to track them down. Okay, so let's start looking. Time for another exciting round of quiz locals, then. Rest assured, I'm already a step ahead of you. Besides, if your role is to fend off bandits and the like, mine should be to gather information and whatnot. Does that sound fair to you? My girl. As it happens, our resistance friend stationed here had some interesting news to share. Apparently the two men posing as merchants that we met before were spotted nearby, engaging in trade and conversing with caravan owners, all to nefarious ends, no doubt. They were last seen in a place called Alagana, so we should head over there right away. One has a beard and the other has blue eyes. Assuming they haven't changed their disguises, they should be fairly easy to find. Yeah, beard's kinda hard to, disguise. Why would they be going up here, though? Oh, no, sorry. Why did I think Specula Imperatoris was Alagana? I'm fucking stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I might be stupid. There we are. Ah! You. Hi again. Aha! Good work, Aldine. Why? Why, good day. What can I do for you? You can start by dropping the Affable Merchant Act. It's nothing but a front for your real line of work. Ah! Save me, shoulder fight! Is that what you really want? You seemed so scared of him before. Look, we're not here to hurt you. We just want to retrieve the vessel. If you explain what's going on, we might even be able to help you. Why don't you start by telling us your names? Names? Huh. Come to think of it, not once did Shortify ask us that. It was always you there, or some undeserved insult instead. I'm Avenel, and this here is Pepin, both born and bred in Uldar. We were struggling to make ends meet until Shortify, claiming to be a merchant, took us under his wing. Right. He said that he was just like us, exploited and sick of bending over backwards for the rich and powerful. Guys, I hate to tell you this, but he's kind of just recreated that himself. Like, he has become the powerful one, and then he's bossing everyone around. Like, I feel like y'all could probably see that very readily. Then he showed us the artifact and told us it had the power to change the world for the better. With its blessing, you could shrug off the charge of an Aurochs. Like it was a soft breeze, making you practically invincible. You can imagine how impressed we were, and we did exactly as he instructed. First, he told us to pretend to be merchants so we could scout out vulnerable caravans. Next thing we know, we were joining him on raids. We never wanted to hurt anyone, but we owed Shortify for giving us the power to strive for a better life. It doesn't really sound like he did anything for you in that regard, though. And when we saw what happened to anyone who spoke up against him, still makes my blood run cold thinking of it. Shortify mentioned that he's also from Eldar, assuming he was telling the truth, that is. It seems to me his gang is mostly formed of people from a similar background. But what about Kakulja? He's a mercenary, correct? Yes, hired by Shortify. He's so skilled that I doubt he even needs the blessing. Normally he keeps to himself, but he once told me about his homeland, an ocean away. So he is from Tyrol. Perhaps it is not unlike my own. Avenel, Pepin, even if you still view us as enemies, we appreciate you telling us the truth. No, we're the ones who should thank you. You've shown us more kindness than Shortified ever has. There is one other thing, though. Although you know about the crimes we've been party to, could you give us some time to straighten things out? Once this is all over, we'll turn ourselves in. I promise. Of course, we're not the only ones looking to cut ties with Shortify. We'll try to persuade the others to leave the gang. Not only that, with us acting as your men on the inside, we can help you take back your treasure. What do you say? This plan might just work. Count us in. We'll tell the Resistance soldiers to hold off for now, and give you the chance to put things right. Well, you won't regret it. We'll return to the den and talk to the others. Till next we meet, be careful. Damn. Sorry, I managed to get something... I don't think I've rubbed anything on the whiteboard today. What the fuck? I got, like, ink or something under one of my fingernails. It's weird. To be honest, that went a lot better than I expected. Yeah, I was gonna say, that went surprisingly well, and I'm not expecting the writing to actually do this, but if they actually twisted that to be like, nah, they were playing you the whole time, that would actually be incredible. I don't think it's gonna do that. I think it's just being, like, fairly blunt and forward with getting the plot moving along, but, like, yeah. Still, yeah. Definitely went a lot better than I expected. But then again, like, that's Cetolja's whole thing, is just being really good at talking with, being really good with people. It's kind of an interesting, like, juxtaposition with, the woman from the Caster Quest line, because she was good with people too, but we never really saw her, like... We never really saw that, and it really only comes out in stuff she's doing off-screen. So yeah, this feels a lot better written, in my opinion, so far. And although it was fairly obvious from the outset, they confirmed my suspicion about Kakulja traveling here to find work as a mercenary. Do you remember his reaction when we first encountered him? I have a feeling he and I are both from a similar part of Tyrol, and he was surprised to see someone like me here in Eorzea. Whatever the reason, he's let us go twice now. He may be aiding and abetting a nefarious criminal, but I refuse to believe he's a bad person. I think it's worth talking to him, and for that, we'll need to create an opportunity. The way he spoke about his homeland to Avenel and Pepin means he probably misses it, which gives me an idea. Where I come from, we have a tradition of using incense burners, and if Kakulsha's village is anything like mine, the fragrance will remind him of home. Then, just when he's feeling all homesick and vulnerable, we make our move. The incense itself is made from copal, a type of tree resin. Do you think you could collect some of that while I gather the other ingredients? I actually came up with this idea back in Alagiri and asked our resistance associate where we might find copal. The good news is there should be some in a place called the Last Forest. The bad news is that the smell attracts all sorts of horrible creatures, so try not to get eaten. I can do that. Not being eaten is my specialty. Is that? No. Oh, that's right. The barrier can linger sometimes when there's something to actually collect. I forgot about that. I'll have a look at it when I pass it over, I think. Damn. Gorilla can fly. Is that copal I smell? This is what it smells like when trees cry. What the fuck is that description? Oh my, this is quite defined. Once I mix this with the other ingredients, we'll have a batch of traditional essence ready for burning. Unfortunately, the preparation takes a little while, so in the meantime, perhaps you could begin the search for Kakulja. According to the locals, a Mamulja has been seen near the river which runs through Rust Rock. With all the dust swirling about this place, I can imagine he'd want to wash it all off somewhere. I find myself bathing more than usual here, so I can relate. Oh yeah, lizard folk probably have a rough time in climes like this, just because, like, you know, dust gets in scales, or dust and rock gets in scales, and, ugh. Are we gonna actually confront him, though? Or are we just gonna, like, look nearby and confirm he's around? What? Am I going up to talk to him? Really? Okay. Why would I do this before... Okay. What are you doing here? Oh, there you are. Here, I have a present for you. It's an incense burner. The metal case is an old one I happen to have with me, but I have the essence from fresh ingredients, including copal that Aldine collected. Why not try lighting it? I'm sure the aroma will bring back pleasant memories of home. There's no need. I'd recognize that smell anywhere. But as much as I long to return home, I'd rather not be reminded of what I left behind. What I might never see again. As things stand, I've had no choice but to continue working as Schultefite's mercenary, no matter what crimes he commits. But why? The fare for a ship back to Toral is enough to buy a mansion here in Eosia. At least, that's what Schultefite told me. He said that if I serve him loyally, he'd cover the cost of my journey home. Hold on a moment. Surely that can't be right. People rich and poor travel from Eorzea to Tuliolal all the time.
Well, since I'm unfamiliar with the local customs for negotiations and such, Schulterfight offered to speak with the ship's owner in my stead. Compared to the journey from Tural to Eorzea, traveling in the opposite direction is far more perilous due to the weather conditions and so forth. Were it not for Schulterfight's skill at the bargaining table, the price would have been even higher. Or so he said.
I think you might have been had, buddy. Okay, good, yeah.
I've been played for a fool, haven't I?
That unscrupulous thieving snake in the grass. He won't get away with this. I have an idea. You should come with me to Limsa, where I can introduce you to the captain of the merchant ship that brought me here. He's sure to give you passage home for a fair price. To tell the truth, I was rather hoping you'd join us in our cause, but you've already been through enough. Getting you home safe and sound comes first.
I don't know what to say. Thank you for your kind offer, but I have unfinished business here. Though I may have been deceived that there is no excuse for the harm and suffering I have caused. I alone must settle the score with Schulterfight, once and for all.
Hey man, we can help you. Whenever you're ready, the offer still stands. It's a pity we couldn't join forces, but he's still got to do things his own way, I suppose. In any case, let's head back to Aligiri with all those soldiers around. At least we won't have to worry about bandits, which is more than I can say for this place. Hey, chat. I think this might be the best one. So far, I think this is the best one. And I don't think it's even a contest. I don't think that's even a contest. I don't see how they could fall flatter than the tank questline, and obviously not gonna hold my breath, but this is setting up, this is handling even like the quest to quest and character to character interactions way better than the other quest lines. Like, most of them were doing like a good job or like a fine job at the very least. This one is like, and I think it's because it's wielding Sitolja in a really good way, where she will talk to people. She's not just gonna, she doesn't have the ability to fight, so she tries to convince people. And as it so happens, Schulterfight is a pompous ass, and is, the perfect kind of villain, or the perfect kind of antagonist in this to have people be persuaded in that way, but it's not doing the lazy shit. It's actually, we're going through the motions of okay, let's really think through the what's going on with these people. For Kakulja, let's try and persuade him a bit, and when it sounds like he's been taken advantage of, we directly say that immediately, and that pushes things along. Now, are we gonna see Kakulja try to fight Schulterfight before we get there? What is he gonna do? That's a rogue. This is a rogue element in a role quest, which I don't I can't remember the last time Paladin, but I can't remember the last time a role or job quest had a rogue element like that we had set off in motion. God, this is actually really compelling. Kakulja isn't at all like his first impression suggested. He's actually rather sweet, and perhaps a touch naive. Still, we can't blame him for being taken in by Schulterfight's lies. And Kakulja wasn't the only one. I can't bring myself to forgive that treacherous viper. Thanks to him, we've been led a merry dance and still have nothing to show for it. With any luck, our newfound allies, Avenel and Pepin, will have good news for us before long. Hell yeah, brother. Oh yeah, cowboy hat and everything. Ally in the alley. Cetolja appears to be somewhat discombobulated. What? You'll never guess what happened. Someone I've never met before handed me a letter who said they were asked to deliver it by an entirely different person. There's no way to tell who the the message is originally from. As I'm unaccustomed to, well, everything around here, I can't tell if the letter should be taken at face value or if there's some hidden meaning. Perhaps you could take a look? Sure. Aldine is to come to the Alamegan Quarter and meet with a man in spectacles. He must arrive incognito. Huh. The instructions are clear enough, but even so, this is as suspicious as month-old milk. On the other hand, it could be from Avenel and Pepin. Well, this smells like a trap. We don't have any better leads. I think we should do as the letter instructs, but proceed with the utmost caution. I'll meet you there. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like whoever was writing this role quest was fucking flexing. I don't know, this is, like, actually kind of... we'll see what becomes of this in particular, but, like, just throwing out, like, hey, we got a suspicious letter, what the fuck? And having that kind of interweave with, like, oh shit, that might be informants and that might be a trap, and that has just seemed to weave into this so well is kind of shocking. Now that you're here, it's time to get you into disguise. As for me, even the most elaborate costume in the world will do little to keep me hidden in a place like this. I'll stick to the shadows and watch from a safe distance. I took the liberty of picking your outfit for the occasion. Let's hope it fits, eh? The sash and straps are a bit tricky to get right, so if they come undone and your disguise falls apart, just come back to me and I'll help you get dressed again. You must continue wearing these garments in order to progress. You will change... Oh, yeah, sure. This is a glamour thing, I guess. Oh, sweet. That looks cool. The pink rectangle. It gives me 29 minutes to work with it, too. That's good. Oh. I can see around corners. Oh, shit. Don't recognize them. You must be Aldine, correct? I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Our mutual friend Avenel sends his regards. Like him, I and several others have resolved to make a clean break and free ourselves of Schulterfight for good. You and the Mamulja girl have done us a great service by giving us a chance to put things right before reporting us to the Resistance. Now, to the matter at hand. No doubt you are wondering why we resort to such convoluted means to meet with you. Simply put, it is to avoid arousing the suspicions of Schulterfight and those still loyal to him. As for why we brought you here, there is someone we wish you to meet. But now, I ask that you remain in disguise. Okay. Speak with this bespectacled man again. Your cooperation is appreciated. One moment, please.
Oh. I'm glad we have I'm glad we have this chance to meet. Would that it were under better circumstances. My attempt to put a stop to Schultefight's wrongdoing ended in failure. I tried to seize the artifact, but he was ready for me. Even so, it wasn't all for nothing. Oh? Thank you all for joining me, in spite of the ever-watchful eye of the Resistance. The time has come to initiate the next phase of my master plan. Until recently, we have concentrated our efforts on liberating wares from hapless merchants, but this was all in service to something far greater. Our disruption of the flow of goods into Alamigo has plunged the markets, and as a consequence, the city itself into chaos, exactly as I had foreseen. No longer will we be forced to crawl through the mud and lick the boots of the rich and privileged. We shall cast down the oppressors. They will suffer as we have. The meager shall inherit this land. Down with the old order. I have invested our funds into restoring and enhancing discarded Magitech weaponry. Now nothing can stop us from taking over Alamigo. You honestly think that's gonna work? That's enough, Schultefeit. Your treachery ends here. All this time I believed your lies, but no more. Give me the artifact now. It belongs to Sitolja and her people. What? But Kukulja is Schultefeit's right-hand man. Right-hand man. Oh. That is a smart boy. Silence! Look at this wretched soul. That Mamulja girl has turned him against me, his one and only benefactor. Be warned. Should any of you side with this traitor, no longer shall you bask in the artifact's blessing. Now seize him, or face the consequences! Guess that didn't really work, did it? Oh, we can do it to multiple people. Yes, that's more like it. Any further interference could place my entire plan in jeopardy. I must act without delay. With the artifact's blessing and its shockwaves at their disposal, I was given a beating and thrown into the dirt. Later on, my friend here and a few other sympathizers snuck out and treated my injuries. More importantly, my attempted mutiny will no doubt have Schultefeit panicking as he struggles to maintain his hold over the rest of the gang. An attack is imminent, with the palace his most likely target. I ask that you relay this to Sitolja. At the very least, she has a right to know the whereabouts of the artifact. I really don't want to overstate this, but Jesus Christ, this role quest is fucking flexing on every other one, man.
So, what happened? We were right to trust the sender of the letter after all. We knew Kakulja had a score to settle with Schultefite. I had no idea he'd tried to take the vessel back as well. Though we may not be working side by side, I'm glad I count him amongst our allies. Speaking of which, we must inform the Resistance about Schultefite's plan, right away. We stand a far better chance of stopping him with their support, but given the power at his disposal, even that may not be enough. I'll try to think of something. In the meantime, you should make whatever preparations you can, as even the smallest advantage may prove critical. Oh, and I see you've changed back into your usual garments. Not that the outfit I chose didn't suit you, but I think this is more your style. Thank you. The mightiest shield. Cetolja steels herself for the final confrontation with Schultefite. Avenel and Pepin are on their way here. Oh, nice. I should drink, because that voice is tearing me up. It's Schultefite. He set his plan into motion. We would have come sooner, but after Kakulja openly opposed him, he became even more secretive than before. He refused to share his schemes even with his most loyal. And now he's used a caravan to smuggle a load of magitech into the city. He's about to launch an assault on the royal palace. We managed to sneak away, but Schultefite and the others will make their move any moment now. Understood. We'll head there straight away. No choice but to face them head on. While I wish there was more I could do to help, I'd best leave the fighting to you. No, what am I saying? There must be a way I can help. Treasure is from my village. I should be the one to solve this. I'm sure you'll think of something on the way. If you're in, you're in. This is no time to waver. Stand back and look. No. If you're in, you're in. This is no time to waver. I thought I'd find you here. Yeah. Cetolja, you've already done so much for me and the others. Schultefite tricked into becoming his accomplices. It would appear it's in your nature to help wherever you can. Nevertheless, your place is not on the battlefield. You must leave this to Aldine and myself. But what of your injuries? They were not so severe to begin with. Those in the gang sympathetic to me provided various balms to treat the worst of them. I'm glad to know there are a few good eggs among them, but now that we've decided who's going, we need a plan. From the way Schultefite uses the vessel, it's clear there's one thing he hasn't realized yet. As we say in my village, cracks form in even the mightiest of shields. If there's a limit to the blessing's power, we'll find it. Yep, just keep beating him up until it happens. Whatever you do, you better do it quickly. Schultefite and the others will soon reach the palace. We'll share everything we know with the Resistance and ask them to come as quickly as possible. Be careful out there. We could get a Lise cameo, maybe. A someone cameo at the very least. That'd be cool. It's probably not gonna happen, but like... Sorry, I thought I heard something. As I said, my wounds are healed. Even if they weren't, I'd still be here. I must have taken a long way around, since the caravan won't be able to traverse the stairs. We, on the other hand, have no such concerns. Let's take a shortcut and intercept them. Then again, they may try to use the vessel's power to stop our advance. Best keep our eyes peeled for danger. You're the best choice to lead the charge, so we'll await your signal. Yep, here we go. Ready? Well then, it's now or never. Sorry, this charging into battle stuff is all new to me. I won't pretend I'm not scared, but I'll try to stay out of your way. Besides, I can't afford to back down now, knowing what's at stake. Let's show Schultefite who he's dealing with.
Whoa! Infiltrating the city was almost too easy. Now go, comrades. The smoldering ruins of the old order will be the foundation of our utopia. That's as far as you go. I thought I'd seen the last of you. Do you see that this artifact can lift up the meek from under the boots of their oppressors? Not just one isolated tribe, but everyone who's ever known fear. You call me a villain, but it's you who would keep such a liberating power to yourself. Don't you dare do the Alpha Node point at me. You are no better than those we struggle against. And only when your ilk have been eradicated will the world know freedom. The hour has come for us to rise up and take what is rightly ours. My whole village might rely on the treasure's blessing, but we would never use it to steal from others. You lie, cheat, and sow nothing but misery. You don't want to cast down the oppressors. You want to be the oppressors. Ooh, get his ass. Get his ass. Silence! Enough of your sanctimonious prattle. Shultified Craven Screed. That's a fucking villain-ass name. Holy shit. Craven Screed. Or Craven's Creed. Craven Screed. Perhaps I am every bit as wicked as you claim, but what of it? Oh my god, dude. Does your self-righteousness make you better than me? For you, and all those who judge me unworthy, my hatred will never die. Oh, we're back to the goofy music. Hey, can I dance partner you? Cracks form and even the mightiest shield, right. Must be some truth to it, don't let up your attack. Alright. Let me at it. I sure fucking can. Awesome. Dealt with you, Alamigos. Good was mine. This is not looking great. Oh, I think, Satilja is... what the hell's? The barrier is fading? Is this what you meant? Show hole! Get hole! Oh my god. They actually did it. Ooh, Shultified, this is the limit of the artifact's power. Oh, yeah? Uh-huh. I like this as a conceit. This is great. please? Oh, hold on a second. I can probably get both of them. Curves. Let's see what you make of this. Oh? Oh, Jesus. Oh, that was the wrong button. How could they shatter the barrier? The artifact's power is absolute. Obviously not, dickhead. Are we really doing this again? Alright. Shit. Come on, then. Keep attacking the barrier. Let's go. Yep. Okay. Travel back to Tuliolo, don't you? See, Tolja is trying to encourage me. It's a bit of a shame there isn't more of a, like, ability to hear that easily in situations like this. Encouragement and power. Beam to betray me. Rawr. Like, I'm glad they started voicing a lot of the cutscenes like this in, the MSQ, like, during battles and that. God damn it. Can't do the dance quick enough. Do it! Oh, there it is.
spurred on by Satilja's heartfelt support. Hell yeah, let's go! Get his ass! Oh wow, I've got like haste or something. What the fuck? My GCD is so quick. What the fuck is going on? Oh, this is fun. Holy shit! Yo, this fucking role quest cooked. What the shit? Like, legit. That's probably the best encounter in the all of the role quests so far as well. God damn. Die. We got the vessel back. It's still in one piece. Please, I beg of you, give me the artifact. All the trials I overcame to join the Unbound. Everything I did was for a chance at happiness. Without the blessing, I'm nothing. My enemies will live on, unpunished. Enough! I've tried reasoning with you, but it seems there's only one language you understand. Yes! Get fucked. It's not even close. It is not even close. This is the best one. Are you alright? Never better. We surrender. I'd say that Schultefite's plans for world domination are well and truly over. Now, not only that, but the Steel Hog vessel is back where it belongs. Or at least it will be soon. Of course, I have the two of you to thank for everything. I quite literally couldn't have done it without you. Again, not even close.
It's finally over.
Although the Resistance arrived more than a bit late, they've now taken Schultefite and his cronies into custody. They're lucky we were on hand to confront the gang, or things could have ended very differently. I have to say, my first trip overseas was a lot more eventful than I'd have liked. And I'm glad I had the chance to meet so many interesting people. Well, apart from all the criminals, that is. Well, apart from all the criminals, that is. As much as I'd like to spend more time seeing the sights and whatnot, I suppose it's best. I'd best get the vessel back to Tural. What about you, Kakulsha?
There's only one thing I can do. Turn myself in, just like Pepin and Avenel. Even if I was dancing to Schultefite's tune, the fact remains that I committed those crimes of my own free will and must pay the penalty. Perhaps if I am one day granted freedom, I'd like to pay my way home with fairly earned coin. First thing I'd do upon returning is visit your village, and offer my apologies for using the artifact to carry out evil deeds. After that, it's too soon to speak of such things.
Wherever your journey leads, you're always welcome in my village. Be sure to come visit one day. How about you, Aldine? If you happen to pass through Tuliolal, my grandfather would love to show his appreciation for all you've done. Maybe I'll see you there too. Maybe I'll see you there?
Yeah, you sure will. Yeah, I guess there's just an undertone throughout all of them that's kind of like, oh, you wrongdoers, go to jail now. Which, like, still not the biggest fan of. But outside of that, that was the best one of them all. Best encounters, best through line, best writing, like, just actually kind of in awe of how much better that actually was than the rest of them, if I'm being honest. But yeah. Damn. You are returned, Aldine. But pray, tell what has become of my granddaughter. Probably around here. Why, I'm right here. We did it, grandfather. We took back the Sealhog vessel. My dear. What a relief it is to see you safe and well. Of course, I'm glad you were able to retrieve the treasure, but even that cannot compare to the joy of seeing your smile once more. And to you, Aldine, I must express the sincerest gratitude. No doubt we have you to thank for Sitolja's safe return, not to mention that of the vessel as well. Yeah, maybe. Absolutely. I would have been lost without your guidance and bravery in face of danger. Thank you, truly. Anyway, we should be getting back to the village. No doubt the others will be clamoring to use the Sealhog vessel to go hunting. I'll be coming back to Tuliolal at some point, so hopefully we'll run into each other again soon. Hell yeah. Until next time. Man. Yeah, no. Hands down, the Fizz range was the best. Some shields are made to be broken. Yeah, like, again, not even close. I'm gonna check one thing real quick. Because I've been super curious since we got it. What does this change? Okay, that changes that, sure. Ooh? Wait, what? Yeah, I thought it might change that color, but it doesn't change this bit here? Oh, that's kind of a shame. Oh my god, that would have almost... honestly, I would have preferred if both die channels were just either side of that and just leave it black. I get that probably wouldn't want to actually do that, but, that would have made the die, like, way more interesting in my opinion. But, they're always gonna pick and choose where they want to do stuff like that. But I think it's just a shame that, like, you know, like, a big focus of the color in this outfit is the satin-like material. And the fact that it seems like when you dye it, this bit doesn't change compared to the other tones of similar color. Oh, that's translucent as well. I wonder why that is. That might be a bug, or just like like unintended in general. But yeah. Yeah, awesome. So, okay, so at the moment, no, look the other way, dickhead. At the moment, I'm thinking Fizz ranged, power gap, like legit power gap. Healer, tank, cast, I don't know about tank and caster. They're kind of like in the same vein for me. I think caster has a worse problem that impacts the rest of it directly. But I think there's something to the tank quest just kind of falling flat on the most important moment of the entire thing, like the encounter and confrontation, but everything else still being fine. It's kind of like, what the fuck? Like, it's almost, it's standout in that way, but I don't know if I'd say it's worse than Caster. Because Caster, I think, just genuinely has a problem with actually setting the stakes and keeping the energy of scenes, like, coherent. But yeah, wow. Yeah. Viz range roll quest good. Tell your friends. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for today. So tomorrow we're gonna be starting Paranorma Site. Heard good things about it, don't know much about it, but I'm gonna go in blind and just see how it goes. Yeah, good stream. Yeah, appreciate people being around. Or appreciate people who stuck around for the whole thing. I haven't done too many long streams on the weekend in a while because I've been, like, waking up late and, you know, people's schedules and shit, and also just, like, not having the energy some days too. Like, it's been all over the place, so I'm glad I got to stick to this stream. Hopefully I can... hopefully we can go 2 for 2 for tomorrow as well. But yeah, so we're going to be playing Paranorma Site tomorrow. Again, heard a lot of good things. Hopefully it's good. We'll also be doing... so... hang on, I need to double check something real quick. Because I'm pretty sure... Oh. Oh, no, that is still 2 weeks away. Okay. So I thought the next WoW expansion was coming out to, like, this coming week. I think there's just, like, a patch or something going out, but it's not, like, the full expansion being unlocked. I can't remember which one it is. So I don't know what's going to happen with raiding in the long term, because I imagine most of my FC is going to jump back over to WoW. I still want to raid, so figure something out from there. But for the time being, Sunday is going to be raid, Tuesday is going to be raid. Well, I think. We're down one person, and I think we can get someone to fill in, but not sure how that's going to work. Yeah, so that's 14 during the week. I don't think there's anything too special going on. You're doing Savage or normal? Savage. We killed, we beat M1S on Tuesday, so we're going into the second fight on Savage. Killed my first fight as a healer too. Yay! And I think I'm doing pretty well, so I'm hoping that, like, if people do drop off, I have some options to say, hey, I did do a Savage clear, you know, I'm looking for a regular static to raid with. Because I like to be on content for stuff. Like, I don't think I'm ready for an ultimate, but I do want to, like, test my hand at healing in Savage. I'm having a good time with it, so I want to kind of follow that through. I'll do Party Finder if I need to, but that's an entire other beast. Yeah, sorry, getting distracted. So, Paranorma Site tomorrow. Then we've got 14 Savage tomorrow and on Tuesday. Might do more Path of Exile. The kind of, like, really quick, remember to say I am to M2S for me? I am? Oh, yeah, gotcha. I'll be sure to do that, Charles. Yeah, so Path of Exile, the kind of short, like, break streams, that went pretty well. I want to try and do more of that, but I also, like, I want to get back. So much shit I want to play, and Path of Exile, like, is kind of time-locked a little bit, so I want to make sure I get through it. But I do want to get back to Elden Ring, too. It's been a bit neglected. But yeah, those are rough thoughts for the rest of the week. I'll probably have a more solid idea once it hits Monday, but yeah.
That's then. For now, have we got anyone to raid? No, that's spoilers. That's spoilers. Shit. Alright, I guess we're leaving it there then. Damn it. I should look for more people in categories, but at the moment I don't think there's really much of a category to throw over to at the moment. Or not one that I'm actively searching for anyway. Yeah, so we'll leave it there. So thank you very much for watching live or on the VODs, I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I hope to see you all next time.